And we're back for game 2 of the Blackford Wabash doubleheader. The coaches and the umpire are out on the plate, getting their instructions for the game. And while they're doing that, we're going to go to a quick intro here, and we'll get back to the game shortly.
Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right, and we're back. Just a couple quick notes before we get into the game. I talked with Coach Tony Ugan a little bit in between games and expressed my what I was seeing from the Wabash team, that they were definitely not the same team that we faced last year at their facility. Wabash was a very good team last year, and it was a tough loss for the Bruins. But I talked with Coach Ugan a little bit about that, and he was telling me that the Wabash Apaches have 4 starters that are on a mission trip in Belize. So probably a little bit of a reason why they were struggling a little bit. I've seen a couple players that just looked like they were, a little lost out there and didn't know exactly what was going on or where to go with the ball. And that might explain a lot of it. So that said, we're going to go ahead and get into the lineup for the Apaches. And I'm only going to mention last names just because we've already had a first game. And those who watched the first game are probably going to go ahead and watch the second game. If we have some new viewers out there, I apologize. I will mention their first names throughout the game. But leadoff is going to be Holly, number 19 in center field, followed by number 1, Hall, the catcher, number 23, Walter, the third baseman, and batting cleanup, number 11, Ergang on second base. The first baseman, Fuller, is after that, number 21, followed by Gribben, number 10, the left fielder, Samons, number 8, the pitcher, Floor, the shortstop, Clayton Floor, number 2, this is his first start of the evening. Number 7, Ethan Colvin is the right fielder, and we're going to have a DH, I'm guessing, for the cleanup, or for the bottom of the lineup for Ethan, was going to be number 25, Trevor Pelfrey. So it looks like I said, up to bat, number 19, Holly, the center fielder. Jake Ross going to be your pitcher for the Bruins. And Ross out of the windup delivers the first pitch, a little high for ball 1. And let me put up my... And it looks like Holly fouls one off. Or no, that ball must have been out of reach for Mealy. And we've got a 2-0 count. The third pitch coming in and hitting the outside corner for strike 1. Ross still pitching out of the lineup, or out of the windup. Delivers the pitch outside for ball 3. A 3-1 count now for Holly. Ross getting a lot of pitching action in the last 3 games. And that one right down the middle, he grounds it to Riddle at second base. And Riddle turns the 4-3 out. 1 out now for the Apaches. And while we're waiting here, Straits Drywall and Paint LLC, with 30 years of experience, Jeff and Aubrey Strait, owners of Straits Drywall and Paint LLC, can help you with any project you have, from commercial and residential remodel to new construction. Give your home that new touch of color. Give them a call at 765-499-9416. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook. And that one's a high fly ball. And Riddle trying to get underneath of it and unable to make the play, and allowing Hall to get that run to get onto first base. So up to bat, number 23, Walter, the third baseman. And we've got Hall on first after that error on Riddle. Ross delivers the pitch, a curveball, landing on the strike zone on the inside corner, strike one. It looks like on deck we've got number 11, Ergang, the second baseman. And Ross delivering that fastball, just missing the strike zone for ball one. A 1-0 pitch now for Walter. Hall on first. Hall looks like he's going, immediately unable to catch the pitch. And Hall going to be safe at second. That was a ball two for Walter. Hall on second now. 2-1 count now for Walter. Ross now pitching out of the stretch. Checking on Walter. And that ball's ground to short. Straight looking back the runner Hall, and throws an easy throw to Cagle to get the second out of the inning. Hall staying on second. And now up to bat the lefty Ergang, playing second base duties. Ross again out of the stretch. 2 outs for the Apaches. Delivers the pitch, and that was on the outside corner for strike one. And Ross getting Hall in a pickle. Caldwell now to Riddle. Now, straight. And Ross puts the tag on Hall to end the inning. That's 3 outs. So a nice play by Ross to finish out that inning. And we're going to be back for the bottom of the first inning after these messages.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day. And never forget, we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
Locally owned Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And we're back here at Bruin Field. And we're going to have the lineup for the Bruins. Number 8, Shea Neelam, is playing center field. The shortstop, Braxton Strait, followed by the catcher, Caleb Mealy. Left fielder, Dayton Dowell, handling the cleanup duties tonight. The second baseman, Blaine Riddle. Jake Ross, your pitcher. Tyler Cagle at first base. Drew Caldwell, the freshman, on third base. And Charlie Cranston out in right field. And as we wait for the Apaches to finish warming up, they've got a new pitcher. Samons, number 8, is handling the pitching duties for the Apaches. And it looks like he has just a few more pitches left to go. And while we're at it, we might as well Again, thanks some of our sponsors, Clear Choice Chiropractic. If you're suffering from neck or back pain or suffering from migraines or have a colicky baby, call Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic. They have many techniques to relieve these and many more symptoms with chiropractic care. Located at 1501 North Walnut in Hartford City. And now up to bat, Shane Elam. The Apaches just finishing up at the mound. Elam ready to step up to the plate. The Apaches a little slow to get back to their positions. Sammons, your pitcher. The lefty pitching out of the windup. The first pitch just on the outside corner for strike one. The second pitch in the dirt for ball one. We have a new umpire behind the plate this inning, or this game. The umpires just basically switched positions, so now we have a 1-1 count. Third pitch comes in, way inside for ball two. Sammons with the windup, and that pitch is hit. That's a high fly ball. It looks like the infielders are going to be able to handle it. And your first baseman, that looks like Fuller, able to make the out. So one out for the Bruins. Up to bat, number 2, Braxton Strait. Strait, your shortstop this evening. About to receive the pitch from number 8, Sammons. Out of the windup, and that ball's inside and in the dirt for ball one. The second pitch out of the windup comes in, and another one in the dirt on the outside corner for ball two. Strait, the senior, son of and Strait hits one down the third base line. The third baseman able to make the play. As I was getting ready to say, Strait is the son of Jeff Strait, one of our sponsors, and we thank him for that sponsorship. And now Caleb Mealy up to bat. Caleb coming up to bat with 2 outs for the Bruins. The umpire cleaning off the plate a little bit while the catcher goes out and talks to Sammons, his pitcher. Mealy up to the plate. Sammons out of the windup. Delivers the pitch, and that one's in the dirt for ball one. Sammons ready to deliver the second pitch, and that one's on the inside and hits Mealy. And they give him the base. Mealy is walked with 2 outs on the Bruins. Which brings up Dayton Dow, number 13, the left fielder. Dow drives one to center fielder. Center field, that's going to be over the center fielder's head. Mealy rounding second. Dow rounding first on to second. Mealy on his way home. They tried to make the throw, but ain't able to make it. Now Dow rounding on, going to third. He head first into third. Dow pulls a triple out of the line drive over the center fielder's head. That'd be a double with the extension of the extra base on the throw. So Dow credited with a double on that hit, which brings Blaine Riddle up to bat. So a 2-out double scores Mealy, giving the Bruins the early lead. And Riddle lets that first one go a little low, ball one. Dow out on third base, getting the lead. Sammons, your pitcher. out of the stretch. And Riddle drives one up the middle. The infield unable to handle it. He rounds first and hangs out there as the outfielder, the center fielder, able to get it in. Dow scores off of that one, giving the Bruins the 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. So a 2-out double starts the scoring drive, and now Riddle gets a single up the middle, bringing up to bat Jake Ross, your pitcher. Sammons out of the windup, and Riddle takes off and goes for second. The catcher makes the throw, unable to be handled by the shortstop, number 2, Clayton Floor. And so I believe the pitch was recorded as a ball on the outside, and Riddle takes off for second and extending out the run. Sammons now out of the stretch. Delivers that pitch. A swinging strike for Ross. Strike one. No, the first pitch must have been a strike. So we've got an 0-2 count now on Ross. 2 outs. Sammon out of the stretch. Delivers the pitch, and Ross fouls it off behind the visitor's dugout. So still an 0-2 count, 2-0 lead by the Bruins in the bottom of the first. Riddle takes off. Ross fouls one off. Ross swings at the pitch. It was a little low, but still, I believe, within the strike zone. So either way, it was going to be a strike call. So 0-2 still for Ross, fighting it out. And Riddle obviously making it known that he is ready to extend this lead to 3-0 for the Bruins. Sammons out of the stretch, and Ross fouls another one off behind the press box. Sammons out of the stretch, delivers, Riddle takes off, and slides headfirst into third, and he is safe. The throw from the catcher to third, a little high, bringing the third baseman, Walter, off the bag to make the catch to keep Riddle from extending it out to an extended steal. So now Riddle on third, a 1-2 count for Ross, 2 outs for the Bruins. A 2-0 lead for the Bruins. And Sammons delivers on the outside, ball 2. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2-0 lead for the Bruins. And Riddle getting the lead, slowly extending it out. Sammons out of the stretch, delivers on the outside, getting Ross to swing for strike 3. So that's going to do it for the first inning. And we'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Koffels Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
And we want to give a big thank you to Foundations Building Material. Foundations Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana for drywall, steel studs, and Armstrong ceiling and insulation. Founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell at 260-471-2181. And as we get the top of the second inning started here, The Bruins with a 2-0 lead over the Apaches in the top of the second. And number 11, Ergang, is going to be your batter, the second baseman. The Bruins with a little bit of a different infield. Caldwell getting the start at third. Dow out in left field. And Cranston out in right. Ross with the pitch on the outside, ball one. Ross out of the windup to start the second inning. Delivers down the middle for strike one. A 1-1 count now for Ergang. And I'm trying to get an update on the girls' softball game. The girls go down. Losing 8-6 to the Raiders. And Ross with his fourth pitch on the inside, ball three. A 3-1 count now for Ergang. Ross still out of the windup. Starts his pitch. And that one on the outside. Drove to shortstop. Ergang trying to beat it out and does. The throw over Cagle's head. And Cranston and Mealy there to get the backup and keep Ergang from extending the run to second base. So Ergang on first. A bad throw by Straight. Fuller up to bat, the first baseman, number 21. Ergang with a small lead and now extending it out. Ross with the pitch, snags it, trying to turn two, and Straight tries to make it, and no, unable to pull the double play out there. Straight made the throw, Cagle unable to pick it up though, and Fuller was safe. Did record the out, getting the lead runner, Ergang, and up to bat number 10, Gribben, the left fielder. Now Fuller with a short lead. Ross with the pitch, and that ball is foul for strike one. Top of the second inning. 2-0 lead for the Bruins. 0-1 count for Gribben. One out for the Apaches. Ross now out of the stretch. Checking on Fuller, delivering the pitch, and it was inside. A swinging foul, strike two. An 0-2 count now. Blackford up 2-0 lead over the Apaches. One out. Top of the second inning. Ross out of the stretch. Checking on Fuller, delivering the pitch high and outside for ball one. Ross checking the call, checking on the runner, Fuller, delivers the pitch, and that's inside and just gets foul. Cagle trying to dive and catch. Unable to make the play, though. Luckily, foul ball. Sorry about that. A 1-2 count still. Ross out of the stretch, checking on Fuller, making sure he's where he wants him, and he goes. Gribben goes down swinging. So 2 outs now for the Apaches. Fuller still on first base. 2 outs, 2-0 lead for the Bruins, and up to bat number 8, Samons, the pitcher. Ross with the pitch, and that goes between Mealy's legs, and Fuller extends it to second base. Fuller advances to second on the passed ball. 1-0 count. 2 outs for the Apaches. Samons up the bat. Ross delivers the pitch and just misses low for ball 2. A 2-0 count now. 2 outs. 2-0 lead in the top of the second. And Ross tries the pickoff move, but keeps the ball. Ross still out of the stretch, delivers the pitch, and that one's inside for ball 3. 3 straight balls for Sammons. A 3-0 count now. Ross trying to find the strike zone here, late in the fourth, top of the fourth. And that pitch right down the middle. And Caldwell makes the play, delivers the throw to Cagle, and records the 3rd out of the inning. So the Bruins hang on to their lead, 2-0, keeping the Apaches scoreless in the top of the second. And when we return, we'll have the bottom of the second.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asked, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
And another big thank you to the Voice of Blackford County. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your local newspaper with local news about local people. Pick up your copy at multiple locations in Hartford City and Montpelier. Published every Tuesday with yearly subscriptions available. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Call Danny at 765-251-4903. And we're back here with the live action. The Apaches just finishing their warm-up. The catcher about to throw down. And a bad throw at that. And we're going to have Tyler Cagle up to bat, the first baseman, senior, headed to IU next year, not on any scholarships, just going down there to study media relations. Sammons, still your pitcher. The Blackford Bruins still up 2-0 in the bottom of the second over the Apaches. And the first pitch out of the windup, just missing the outside corner for ball 1. And if you're watching this game on your iPad or your phone, don't forget you can also set up some TVs, Xbox, if you have the Fire Stick or any of those other devices. You can set up YouTube and watch it on your TV nice and big at your home. And the third pitch coming in out of the windup, just hitting the inside corner for strike 1. And as always, make sure you're subscribing to Voice Action Sports on YouTube so that you can get the notifications of when these games start. And that pitch on the inside corner for strike 2. A 2-2 count now for Cagle. And that pitch comes in, getting Cagle to swing for strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the inning, and bringing Drew Caldwell, the freshman, number 1, up to bat, playing third base. And you can see Caldwell's baseball pants just flapping with the wind that's coming in. And that ball's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Yeah, the flagpole showing not much action with the wind, but once you step outside, you can definitely feel it. It's coming from center field into home plate, and that pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. You can see the trees moving in the outfield and left field as well, and there goes the flag moving. That pitch swinging, foul ball, strike 2. And the wind tonight is definitely not a warm breeze. It is a cold, winter-feeling day for baseball. Sammons with the pitch out of the windup, getting Caldwell to swing for strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. The Bruins struggling here in the bottom of the order. Bringing Cranston, the junior right fielder, up to bat. Cranston, a lefty when it comes to the plate, but catches and throws right-handed. That pitch low and in the dirt for ball 1. Cranston now up to the plate. Pitch comes in and he fouls that one off down the third base line for strike 1. A 1-1 count now for Cranston. 2 outs for the Bruins on a cold, wintry day. I shouldn't say it's winter. It's definitely spring. Today a nice 40 degrees. And that ball just a dribble at the second base, and Cranston beats it out. The second baseman unable to even come close to making that play. And Cranston with his speed beats it out and able to pull a single out of that one. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Elam up to bat, the center fielder. 2 outs for the Bruin. Sammons out of the stretch now. Delivers the pitch, and that's on the inside corner, and Elam is a fly ball to center field, and it's caught by the second baseman. And with that, a slow start or a slow finish for the lineup. Not much going on, not much action, and we'll just have this quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you. Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
And thank you to Foundations Building Materials and Food and Fuel Marathon for that sponsor. And looks like we're still going to have Ross as our pitcher, and up to bat, number 2, Clayton Floor, the shortstop. Ross out of the windup, just a bit high for ball 1. Ross still out of the windup on a 1-0 count. Delivers it right down the middle and straight, puts a glove on it, makes the throw, and it's off the mark, and Cagle has to come off the bag. So a good stop by Straight, unable to make the throw to first to get the out, but saving the extended double off of him not being able to put a glove on it. So the top of the third here, up to bat, is going to be number 7, Ethan Colvin, as Ross with the pickoff move on Floor. And that pitch down the middle, but a little bit high for ball 1. And I apologize, we've got Colvin. Now, check that. We do have Floor on first, And we should have Pelfrey, the designated hitter for Colvin, up to bat as he takes ball 1. So Ross again with a pickoff move. Floor not real far off the bag. A 1-0 count for Pelfrey, the designated hitter. Ross with the pitch, and that one's on the inside, swinging, strike 1. So a 1-1 count for Pelfrey. Floor on first. Ross with the pitch, and just hits the outside corner for strike 2. A 1-2 count now for Pelfrey. Floor still on first base. No outs for the Apaches. Down by 2, though. And that pitch is lined up the middle. And Elam, I thought he was going to try and make the play at second to get the out, the force out, but mishandles the ball. And Floor and Pelfrey safe. So now the top of the lineup, Holly, the center fielder, number 19, up to bat with runners on first and second. On deck, Hall. Ross delivers the pitch, and it's a bunt right back to Ross, and he gets the easy out at first. So 1 out now, runners on second and third after the sacrifice bunt. Bringing Hall up to bat. Now Hall got a hit last inning, but got himself in a pickle to record the third out of the inning. Ross with the pitch, a curve ball, just missing the inside corner for ball 1. A 1-0 count for Hall, 1 out for the Apaches. Ross out of the stretch, runners on second and third, and that one just misses the outside corner for ball 2. Mealy keeping the runners in check after the pitch, forcing them to run back to third. 2-0 count now for Hall. That pitch on the inside, and it's a high infield fly ball. Cagle calls off Ross and makes the play for the out. So 2 outs now for the Apaches. Up to bat, Walter, the third baseman, number 23 for the Apaches. Blackford still with the 2-0 lead, top of the third. Ross still out of the stretch, and Mealy calls timeout. Now, check that. Coach Ugan calling timeout and going out and talking with his pitcher. And with that, we'll talk about one of our sponsors, Food and Fuel Marathon. Stop by Food and Fuel Marathon on North Walnut Street for fuel for your car and fuel for you. Lunch available Monday through Friday. Biscuits and gravy Monday through Saturday. I love me some biscuits and gravy. And Poppy's Extreme Donuts daily. And if you haven't had a Poppy's donut, you definitely need to go check out Food and Fuel Marathon. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. And Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. And the first pitch comes in just missing the strike zone, a little low for ball 1. Walter, your batter. Runners on second and third, 2 outs, and that ball just missing the inside corner. A nice looking curve by Ross, just missing on the inside edge. 2-0 count now, 2 outs. The pitch on that one was outside as well for ball 3. 3 straight balls now for the senior pitcher. Ross looking in, out of the stretch, delivers the pitch, and that one's right down the middle for strike 1. A 3-1 count now for Walter. Ross still out of the stretch, delivers the pitch, and another one down the middle, but just missing on the high side. Walking Walter, loading the bases up for number 11, Ergang, the second baseman. The senior, Ross, loading the bases up here. The lefty, Ergang up to bat. Ross delivers one and just hitting the outside corner for strike one. Two outs for the Apaches, an 0-1 count for Ergang, and that one's on the outside and high for ball one. A 1-1 count now for Ergang, the second baseman for the Apaches. Ross out of the stretch still. And tries the pickoff move and just misses him. Ross still out of the stretch. The Apaches with bases loaded. A little snow falling now, and that one is high fly ball, and it looks like it's going to be foul, and Caldwell over there to make the play to end the inning. A great play by the freshman third baseman to get the Bruins out, to get Ross and the Bruins out of a tough situation with bases loaded. And we'll be back after this word from Straits Drywall Painting LLC.
Locally owned, Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Coffle's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
And it looks like we're going to start off with number 2, Braxton Strait, being your leadoff batter. It seems like it's getting a little bit colder out there. Everybody's definitely wearing their coats and hats and trying to dress as warm as possible with the wind blowing down here at Bruin Field. And Strait approaching the plate now, the senior. Saman still the pitcher for the Apaches, and Strait gets a hold of one and fouls it off behind the visitors' dugout. The Bruin fan base, not as big as it has been the last 2 games, but still fairly decent as that pitch comes in as ball 1 for a 1-1 count. But everybody probably afraid to come out here with the weather as cold as it is. And that pitch comes in for ball 2. The fourth pitch comes in as ball 3. And just checking the weather, and it looks like and Strait fouling off his 5th pitch to bring the count to full. And it looks like we do have possibly a little precipitation in the area, which is why the snow may be falling in little small flakes. And Strait fouls that one off, hitting the catcher in the head. And the count is still full. Strait's still battling out of this at-bat. And yes, it looks like it's 38 degrees, and there's definitely some precipitation in the air. But I can tell you from being outside, it definitely feels a lot colder than 38. And that pitch way outside for the fourth ball, and straight walks to first. And it also says that we're receiving 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts out of the northwest. Now Mealy up to bat. The sophomore catcher. And Samon's throwing without even making a step. All arm, upper body. And straight able to make it back with plenty of time. Straight with only about a 6 to 8 foot lead, and that ball's in the dirt for ball one. A 1-0 count now for Mealy. Straight on first with a small lead, and he takes off and goes to second. And Mealy hits that one in between the 5-6 gap, and Straight extending it out to third base. Mealy going on to second, Straight with a small lead off. And the Bruins now with runners on second and third, both in scoring position with no outs. The Bruins taking full advantage of the Apaches' misfortunes with their 4 starters missing. Has to be frustrating for the head coach. And now up to bat, the lefty Dayton Dow. Samon's with the pitch, and Dow fouls one off, strike one. Samon's out of the stretch, delivers the pitch, and Dow fouls another one off, strike two. Dow just needs to get a base hit now, maybe put one in the gap, and we're going to score 2 off of a nice base hit. Even if he flies out, we can still hopefully get one to tag up and extend the lead to 3. And Dow goes down looking for strike 3 and records the first out of the inning. Up to bat, the second baseman, senior Blaine Riddle. The pitch comes in way outside, ball one. The second pitch comes in. Blaine squares up to bunt and pulls it back before the pitch comes across the plate. And that'll be ball 2. A 2-0 count now for Riddle. 1 out for the Bruins. Runners on second and third. Samon's with the pitch. Blaine squares up, pulls it back again, and that one's right down the middle. Strike one. Riddle looking at Ugan to get the call. Now approach the plate. Ready to go. Runners on second and third. 2-1 count. Squares up again, and that one's another one catching the inside corner. Strike 2. A 2-2 count now on Riddle. Runners on second and third. 1 out for the Bruins. Bruins with a 2-0 lead over the Apaches. That pitch delivered, and he grounds it to the shortstop. It goes off the shortstop's leg, and somehow it looks like they're going to call out Mealy for interference, possibly, which will be the second out of the game. And it looks like they're calling straight back to third base. So we're going to have runners on the corner now. And apparently Mealy interfering with the play by the shortstop. And called for the interference. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the third. Blackford with a 2-0 lead. And up to bat, the pitcher, Jake Ross. The first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Saman's your pitcher for the Apaches. Pitching out of the stretch, runners on the corner. The pitch comes in, and it's way outside for ball one. And Riddle goes ahead and moves on to second base. That's a 2-0 count now for Ross. 2 outs for the Bruins. Runners on second and third, Riddle and straight. The pitch comes in way low, ball 3. A 3-0 count now for Ross. Runners on second and third, 2 outs for the Bruins. 2-0 lead over the Apaches. Saman's pitches. That ball on the inside corner for strike 1. And Ross with a line drive up the middle. And straight scores easily standing up. And Riddle stays on third. And Ross just with a single out of that. And the Bruins with a little bit of a 2-out rally here late in the third inning. Tyler Cagle, the senior, number 23, first baseman, up to bat. And it looks like we may have a short timeout call to get the pitcher a jacket or a pinch runner. Yes, it looks like Strobel coming in to do the running duties for for Jake Ross. And while we wait on that, we'll hear from Straight's Drywall and Paint LLC. With 30 years of experience, Jeff and Aubrey Straight, owners of Straight's Drywall and Paint LLC, can help you with any project you have, from commercial and residential remodel to new construction. Give your home that new touch of color. Give them a call at 765-499-9416. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook. And as that first pitch comes in, we're recording it as a ball, and Strobel trying to get them to throw him out or get him in a pickle, but the Apaches don't bite. So a 1-0 count for Cagle. Saman's your pitcher for the Apaches, and that ball on the inside, ball 2. So again, Blackford with runners on second and third on a very cold day here. Snow just really small flakes, just kind of flowing down. A 3-0 count now for Cagle. Strobel on second. It looks like Riddle on third, and now a short timeout. Fuller, the first baseman, coming over to have a conversation with Samans with some words of encouragement. This game played tonight, due to the possibility of some inclement weather tomorrow, and that pitch coming in just hitting the inside corner for strike 1. A 3-1 count now for Cagle. Strobel with about a 20-foot lead off, and that pitch hits the inside corner as well, bringing the count to full for Cagle. A 3-2 count now, 2 outs, bottom of the third, and that ball in the dirt, walking Cagle. Now bases loaded for Drew Caldwell, the freshman third baseman, and the Apaches coach calling a quick timeout. And while we're waiting for that timeout to get going, we'll have a word from our sponsor.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asks, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
And we're back. Caldwell taking the first pitch for strike one on the outside corner. Now getting the second pitch for ball one. And now bases loaded for the freshman third baseman. And Sammons still the pitcher. Delivers the pitch out of the stretch, and that one's way outside for ball two. 2-1 count now for the freshman. Bases loaded. Bruins with a 3-0 lead. 2 outs in the top of the third. Sammons delivers the pitch, and that one's down the middle, and Drew hits the gap between short and third and advances the runners just one bag for a 4-0 lead over the Apaches. And now up to bat, the lefty right fielder, Charlie Cranston. And the pitch delivered on the outside for ball one. And it looks like there's some bullpen action for the Apaches. Number 30. I'm going to have to go to my last game to get that number or that name. But it's going to be number 30, Peyton Soderbeck, warming up in the bullpen as Cranston takes ball two. That ball again, on the outside, must have just barely hit the corner for strike one. So a 2-1 count for Cranston. Sammons delivers out of the stretch, and Cranston swing and a miss, strike two. A 2-2 count now for Cranston. 2 outs. So Blackford with a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Cranston another swing and a miss to end the inning. And we'll be right back after this word from more of our sponsors. And again, make sure you're going to these businesses, telling them that you heard their ad on Voice Action Sports on YouTube, and that you appreciate them allowing us to do this. So make sure you give them a call, go in and see them, fraternize their business so that they know that their ad is paying for itself.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
And we're back. The Bruins still taking their warm-ups. No changes in the infield or the outfield. Mealy making a nice throw down. Looks like Dow's still out in left, Elam in center, and Cranston out in right. All the infield still the same. Ross, your pitcher. Mealy, your catcher. Cagle, Riddle, Straight, and Caldwell still on first, second, short, and third. Up to bat now for the Apaches. Number 21, Fuller, the first baseman. Ross now delivering out of the windup. That pitch right down the middle for strike one. Ross again out of the windup. I believe that one may have been a change-up or a curve that was way off. for ball one. A 1-1 count now for Fuller. Ross still out of the windup. That pitch right down the middle, fouled off for strike two. Ross again, 1-2 count now for Fuller. Out of the windup, that pitch a little low and in the dirt for ball two. A 2-2 count now for Fuller. No outs. The Apaches down by 4 in the top of the fourth inning. And he puts a small grounder down, and Caldwell unable to make the throw, and Fuller is safe at first. And Gribben up to bat, takes his first pitch inside and low for ball one. Fuller on first. The Apaches trying to get something going here in the top of the fourth. That ball drove to second base, and Riddle is able to catch the lead runner and get him out, able to make that play. He bobbled the ball, wasn't able to field it clean to try for the double, but still enough to get that out at second. So the Apaches now still has a runner on first. Gribben's on first. And now Samon's your pitcher up to bat. The Apaches wearing all black this game. And Ross with the pitch on the outside, ball one. An 0-1. I stand corrected. That one was a strike one call. And now Ross throws one in the dirt, bounces off Mealy into the air, comes out in front of him, and Mealy looking behind him, Ross having to come in and pick up the ball that was just in front. So now 1-1 count now for your pitcher, Samons. Ross out of the stretch. Delivers that pitch down the middle, right to Straight. Straight bobbles it, doesn't field it clean, and is unable to make the throw in time to record the out. Now runners on the corners for the Apaches. Starting to get something going here. Up to bat number 2, Clayton Floor, the shortstop, wearing his cold weather gear, wearing a black hoodie under his uniform to stay as warm as possible, which is going to be proven difficult here. And the first pitch, high and inside, ball one. Mealy checking both the runners, making sure neither one are going anywhere. Now Coach Ugan calling a quick timeout. And while we're doing that, we'll hear just a quick word from one of our sponsors.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day. And never forget, we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
And we're back, and Ross with the next pitch is high, ball 2. Yeah, 2-0 count now for, and the Bruins trying to make the throw to second, but mishandled by the middle infielders. And the Apaches score their first run of the game, and first run, no, this will be their second run of the night. So a 3-0 count now. That ball fouled right back in front of me. And the count now 2-2. Not 3-0. So 2-2 count now for Floor. Runner on second, and that pitch high and inside, ball 3. A full count now for Floor. Runner on second. That pitch right down the middle, and Floor fouls it off. Ross, still your pitcher. A full count for Floor. 1 out for the Apaches. Blackford still with a 4-1 lead. The pitch comes in, and that one's another foul ball for Floor. Floor trying to stay in it as much as he can. And Mealy and Ross having a little conversation. And now we're back, and Ross delivering the pitch, and that ball just a little high to walk Floor. So now we have runners on first and second. Runners on first and second for the Apaches. The Apaches on a bit of a run here, and that pitch comes in straight down the middle for strike 1. Up to bat we have Pelfrey. Pelfrey being the designated hitter tonight on an 0-1 count now. 1 out for the Apaches. And Ross with a pickoff move close, but the umpire calls him safe. An 0-1 count now for Pelfrey. Runners on first and second. Ross out of the stretch delivers, and the runner on second goes, and that throw definitely in time for the out. That is out number 2. And Samon's trying to steal and gets caught. And the catcher, Caleb Mealy, had him by a whole body's length as he comes in with the head first slide. And no chance at all of getting out of that one. Now a 2-1 count. And Pelfrey swing and a miss, bringing the count 1-2. A 1-2 count now for Pelfrey. 2 outs for the Apaches. A 4-1 lead for Blackford. That pitch outside and in the dirt. And the runner's trying again. And Caldwell unable to handle the ball. And now the runner going in, straight making the play. And he stands up to record the 3rd out of the inning. These Bruins have definitely got their defensive game working well for them. The Apaches not able to capitalize on the at-bats that they had working for them. So as we change sides yet again, we're going to hear from more of our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
Locally owned Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too, Monday through Friday. Grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
And we're back in the bottom of the fourth inning. Score, Blackford leading 4-1. And it looks like there's a pitching change for the Apaches. Going with number 19, Holly, the center fielder, now your pitcher. And it looks like number 1, Hall, still your catcher. And as we get ready to start here, Elam going to be up to bat. Elam having center field duties this evening.
Leading off your room, the center fielder number 8, Shane Elam.
And Holly out of the stretch. Delivers that first pitch way in the dirt for ball 1. So that first pitch was about 6 feet in front of the plate, bouncing out of the dirt. Holly again out of the stretch, delivering the second pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Holly about the fastest pitcher that the Apaches have that we've seen this evening. Delivering the third pitch and a nice curveball high and outside of the strike zone. A 2-1 count for Elam. Holly again out of the stretch. That pitch, another one in the dirt, ball 3. A 3-1 count now for Elam. Holly, your pitcher for the Apaches. Pitching just out of the stretch. Delivers the pitch, and that ball down the middle. Elam, a nice hit down to second base. And the out is recorded. 1 out now for the Bruins. Braxton Straight up to bat.
Now batting for your Bruins, the shortstop number 2, Braxton Straight.
A 4-1 lead for Blackford in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out now for the Bruins. Holly with the pitch, and Straight fouls that one off, strike 1. Holly now again out of the stretch, delivers the pitch, and that one's on the inside, and I believe they're going to call that one a foul ball off the grip of the bat for Straight. Trying to get out of the way, but not fast enough, and puts his bat to deflect the ball. So an 0-2 count now for Straight. 1 out for the Bruins. That pitch down, and it stays fair. The catcher throws down to first to record the out. 2 outs now for Blackford. Mealy up to bat.
The catcher number 10, Caleb Mealy.
Mealy up to bat. The first pitch low for ball 1. The second pitch coming in inside, ball 2. Third pitch coming inside, another ball. Should be a 3-0 count. The scoreboard operator has it as a 2-1 count. Maybe I missed something. 2 outs for Blackford. And that pitch way outside, and I did miss the strike call earlier. A 3-1 count. A 3-1 count now for Mealy. 2 outs. Blackford leading in the top of the bottom of the fourth, 4-1. Holly out of the stretch, delivering the pitch. And that ball just foul tipped by Mealy to bring the count to full. Full count now for Mealy, 2 outs. Holly out of the stretch. That ball way low, and he walks Mealy. Up to bat now, the cleanup batter, number 13, Dayton Dow.
Fielder number 13, Dayton Dow.
Mealy on first with a very extended lead, and he goes to second. He slides in there, and he's unable to get there. The Apaches make the play at second to record the 3rd out of the inning. The Bruins still in the lead, 4-1. We're getting ready to go into the top of the 5th.
Championship level sponsors for the 2017-2018 school year.
The top of the 5th, there we go. And we'll be right back after this word from Voice of Blackford County Newspaper.
The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Koppel's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
And we're back. The Bruins still leading 4-1 in the top of the 5th. The Blackford's going to throw down one here. And Mealy unable to make the handle. Goes ahead and makes the throw to straight. The Bruins still a very good job today of very good on defense. This is probably the best defense that I've seen them play yet this year out of the 5 games that we've had. And looking real sharp. And still not making great plays at the plate, not getting really good contacts, minus a few players, but still well enough to get the job done. And Ross out of the windup, and Pelfrey hits the ball to Riddle. Riddle makes the easy play for the 1st out of the inning. So the Apaches struggling just a bit more than we are at the plate. But Blackford able to do just a little bit more and score those runs. Up to bat now, Jared Holly, the center fielder turned pitcher this last half inning. The first pitch from Ross just hitting the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count now for Holly. Ross out of the windup, a changeup, just misses the outside corner for ball 1. A 1-1 count now for Holly. Ross still out of the windup. A curveball, and that ball's high. And Cagle trying to make the play and does. Cagle recording the 2nd out of the inning and retiring Holly for this at bat. Up to bat number 1, Hall, your catcher for the Apaches. 2 outs for the Apaches. Blackford still in the lead with a 4-1 lead. That ball in the dirt. A check swing by Hall. Ball 1. And Blackford checking with the outfield judge to see if that swing should have been a strike. And he calls it safe. Ross with his 2nd pitch. High. Ball 2. Hall stepping up to the plate, and Ross immediately starting his wind up and getting that pitch right down the middle for strike 1. A 2-1 count now for Hall. 2 outs for the Apaches. A 4-1 lead for Blackford. And that pitch recorded for a swing and a miss, strike 2. And Ross immediately with the wind up, just missing the outside corner, ball 3. The count now full for Hall. 2 outs for the Apaches. Ross with the wind up. That pitch came in, and it's hit up the gap for what will be a single. Hall getting the single out of that pitch, out of that at-bat. Up to bat number 23, Walter, the third baseman. Hall on first, starting off with a short lead off, about 8 feet, now stretching it out to 9. And that pitch by Ross in the dirt, ball 1. Ross now out of the stretch. Hall with the lead, and that ball's hit deep to left field. Dayton's on his way back, gets underneath of it, and that's going to end the inning. And we'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
And a big thank you to Foundations Building Materials and Aaron Farrell for their sponsorship. Make sure you check them out for all your building material needs. So we're going to be in the bottom of the 5th this time. Blackford with a 4-1 lead over the Apaches. And while you're out today or tomorrow, if you'll stop by Food and Fuel Marathon on North Walnut Street for fuel for your car and fuel for you. Lunch available Monday through Friday, biscuits and gravy Monday through Saturday, and Poppy's Extreme Donuts daily. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., Saturday 6 a.m. to 11, and Sunday 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Also, if you need your house some drywall work or some paint work done to your house, contact Straits Drywall and Paint LLC. With 30 years of experience, Jeff and Aubrey Strait, owners of Straits Drywall and Paint LLC, can help you with any project you have, from commercial and residential remodel to new construction. Give your home that new touch of color. Give them a call at 765-499-9416. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook. And as that first pitch comes in low, ball 1 for Dayton Dow, number 13, your left fielder for this game. Holly still the pitcher for the Apaches. That pitch comes in way outside, ball 2. Dow back at the plate. Holly still the pitcher, only out of the stretch, not the windup. Delivers that pitch in the dirt, ball 3. 3 straight balls for Holly. A 3-0 count for Dow. Holly again out of the stretch, delivers the pitch. Dow squares up to bunt, and Holly, that ball must have went off his... mishandled that ball because it was way outside and went straight to the backstop. So Dow on first. Up to bat Blaine Riddle. And number 9, and sure that's going to be Colton McNeil doing the running duties for Dow. So Riddle up to bat now. McNeil out on first. Pinch running for Dow.
Pinch running at first base for the Bruins, number 9, Colton McNeil.
No outs for Blackford. 4-1, bottom of the 5th. And I look for McNeil to try to steal within the first 2 or 3 pitches. So Holly the pitch. Blaine Riddle squares up to bunt. And they call it a strike. He does pull it back. with that ball right down the middle, and Colton McNeil stays on first. Now McNeil getting a lead, a very short lead. Now extending it just a little bit, and pick-off move to make him go back. An 0-1 count now for Riddle. McNeil, your runner, on first. Holly pitching out of the stretch. McNeil getting a lead. And Riddle lays down a bunt, but I believe it might have hit him and went right back out of bounds, out of play for strike two. So that's an 0-2 count now for Riddle. No outs for the Bruins. McNeil still your runner on first. Pinch running for Dayton Dow. The pitch comes in, and that one's in the dirt for ball one. A 1-2 count now for Riddle. McNeil still on first. Blackford with a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the fifth. A 1-2 count again for Riddle. The pitch comes in way inside, ball two. And I've opened up the window this evening to keep the glare off of the window that's in front of me, and man, is it cold outside. Now the count full for Riddle. McNeil still on first, still has not tried to steal to go to second. Might have something to do with his secondary lead not being very big. And now he goes, and that ball's in the dirt. And McNeil slowed up to going to second, and Ugan keeps him where he's at. McNeil slowly jogs to second and had the opportunity to extend that out to third, but because he jogged, Ugan has to hold him up at second. And now we've got Jake Ross up to bat. And it looks like we've got some bullpen action for the Bruins. Can't hardly read due to the glare off the screen, but it looks like Dayton Dow is out there. Yep, that is the lefty Dow warming up in the bullpen. And Ross lays down a nice bunt. Back to the pitcher, advancing the runners to second and third. He is out at first, but a nice sack bunt advancing the runners. And it looks like we've got Kyle Price up to bat. And yes, he is coming in for Tyler Cagle, the first baseman. So Price up to bat. Runners on second and third. McNeil on third. I'm pretty sure it's still Riddle out at second. One out for the Bruins. Holly's still the pitcher for the Apaches. Pitching out of the stretch. And he delivers the first pitch, and that one again in the dirt about 4 foot in front of the base for ball one. Holly again out of the stretch, high and inside, ball two. Price stepping back from the plate. The pitch delivered way outside, ball three. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight balls for Holly. Struggling to find the strike zone here in the bottom of the fifth with 1 out. 3-0 count for Price. Holly delivers another one way outside, ball 4. And McNeil trying to come on in home and makes it. McNeil on the passed ball, advancing, scoring, extending Blackford's lead 5-1. Price on first. Riddle on third. And now it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. It's going to be Cagle for Price. And up to bat, we're going to have the freshman, Drew Caldwell, but we've got a quick timeout by the Apaches coming out to talk to the pitcher. And while we're doing that, well, let's see if we can't do a quick ad read here from Clear Choice Chiropractic. If you're suffering from neck or back pain, or suffering from migraines, or you just have a colicky baby at home, call Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic. They have many techniques to relieve these and many more symptoms with chiropractic care. Located at 1501 North Walnut in Hartford City. So no pitching change for the Apaches. Holly still your pitcher. The freshman Caldwell, your third baseman, up to bat for the Bruins. Runners on the corner. The pitch comes in and the bunt unsuccessful. A sacrifice. The hit it right back to the pitcher, and the pitcher stopping Riddle from coming in by looking him back, and then immediately turning and throwing to first to get Caldwell out. So now 2 outs for the Bruins, and that pitch high and inside, just narrowly missing Strobel, the batter. Strobel just kind of turned and looked away, and the ball just missing him in the head. A 1-0 count now for Strobel. Runners on second and third, and that pitch come in as a strike. Just hitting the plate. A 1-1 count now for Strobel, the sophomore. Holly, your pitcher, out of the stretch, and Strobel gets a piece of it. It's a high fly ball, and the first baseman's underneath of it and can't make the catch. Strobel lives to see another day. Now the count 1-2. 2 outs for the Bruins. Strobel lucky that the first baseman unable to make that catch. We're in the bottom of the 5th here. The Bruins up. For some reason, I have the Bruins up 6-1, but the scoreboard only has 5-1. Holly, the pitcher, tries to get the curveball to drop in the strike zone, but just misses high. A 2-2 count now. 2 outs. Strobel, your batter. Runners on second and third. Cagle and Riddle. Holly, the pitcher, brings another one high and inside and gets Strobel to jump back. Now a full count. The count is full for Strobel. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Blackford with the lead, and Strobel gets a piece of it, and that ball is hit to deep right center field, and that ball is down. Strobel rounding first, going to second, and it looks like he's going to round second and try for third. The ball coming in, and he's head first into third, and he's safe. So a nice triple by Strobel with 2 RBIs, extending the lead. I have 8-1. The scoreboard only showing 7-1. I could be wrong. And now up to bat, we should have Elam. Yes, it is Shane Elam, the center fielder. Up to bat. That first pitch low for ball 1. Blackford with a lead. The pitch comes in, and that's another outside pitch for ball 2. If Blackford can continue this scoring spree with the 2 outs, I believe if we get a 10-run lead, that will end the game. That pitched right down the middle for strike 1. That pitch high and inside, ball 3. So a 3-1 count now for Mealy. I'm sorry, not for Mealy, for Elam. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. That pitch on the outside, and he gets the walk. Elam going to go ahead and go on to second. Uh-oh, now he's going to get caught in the pickle. And Riddle going on to home, and he scores. So Elam did his job, and now he's going to be out at third. But that's all right. We did get the extra run from Riddle. And we'll be right back with this word from our sponsors.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asked, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
And we're back, and it's getting cold up here in the booth, so I'm standing up to try to get warm. And for the Apaches, up to bat is number 11. That's going to be Ergang, playing second base today. Ross with the pitch, and that ball's fouled off.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11, Robert Erking.
On deck, it looks like we have Fuller, the first baseman. And Ross out of the windup with the pitch on the outside, ball 1. And we've got some bullpen action for the Apaches. It looks like number 30. And that ball's going to be right down the middle, strike 2. Number 30, Sodervik, warming up in the bullpen. The Blackford bullpen still empty. Ross with another pitch, and that ball's hit right back to him. And an easy 1-3 play to get the first out of the inning. And just so you know, I was wrong. I did add a run onto the scoreboard that shouldn't have been. And Blackford has an 8-1 lead in the top of the 6th, not a 9-1 lead. Now up to bat for the Apaches, number 21, Fuller. Ross with the pitch, and he hits a high fly ball. And Caldwell trying to get under it, but unable to get there. So we've got an 0-1 count on Fuller. The Bruins being aggressive, trying to make the plays. Fuller up to bat. 0-1 count, 1 out for the Apaches. Ross still pitching out of the windup. That pitch comes in just a little high, ball 1. Ross still out of the windup. 1-1 count now for Fuller. 1 out. That pitch just missing low for ball 2. Ross still out of the windup. Delivers and gets Fuller swinging on a high pitch. Strike 2. 2-2 count now for Fuller. 1 out for the Apaches. The Apaches still trying to get something going here late in the game. And that pitch just misses the strike zone, ball 3. The count now full for Fuller. And he fouls one off to stay alive. Fuller, your batter. Full count. 1 out for the Apaches. Ross out of the windup, and that pitch is drove deep right field. Cranston underneath of it and makes the play. 2 outs now for the Apaches. And the snow is definitely coming down here at Bruin Field. You can see it in the lights. You might be able to see it on the screen. But a very cold day here in the beginning stages of April. Unseasonable weather, unfortunately. And Ross with a curveball just missing the strike zone, ball 1. A crazy season that we're having here, a crazy spring, getting snow. And there's another one drove deep. And that's in center field, and Elam makes the play. So Blackford 3 up, 3 down. And we'll be right back after this word from Foundations Building Materials.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day. And never forget, we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
Locally owned Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And we're back here at Bruin Field. The Apaches have definitely made a pitching change. They did go with number 30, Sodervik. And the snow is starting to get a little bit heavier here coming down at Bruin Field. And as Sodervik finishes out his warm-ups, we're going to have number 2, Braxton Strait, up to bat. And the Bruins up 8-1 in the bottom of the 6th. If we can just score three more runs here, this game will be over. And the Apaches, looks like Sodervik going to pitch out of the windup. Straight your batter, and that pitch high and inside, ball 1. Sodervik again out of the windup. Delivers the pitch, and that one right down the middle, and Straight puts it right down the middle. And the shortstop able to make the play for a nice 6-3 out. 1 out now for the Bruins. Up to bat, we're going to have the catcher, number 10, Caleb Mealy. And the snow getting thicker as the game goes on. It's falling from a left to right as you see it on your screen. The flakes getting slowly bigger as the game goes on. And the curveball misses the strike zone, ball 1 for Sodervik. Mealy, your batter. The wind has seemed to die down now, and that ball high, 2. There's not much wind here. However, the snow is coming down from west to east. That pitch in the dirt, ball 3. And Sodervik out of the windup. That pitch right down the middle for strike one. The fans have to be miserable sitting outside in this. Bundled up as warm as they can get. And Mealy gets the walk. There we go. And up to bat now for the Bruins, the cleanup batter, number 13, Dayton Dow. And now it looks like we've got another courtesy runner for our catcher, the number 22, Dylan Thomas. I'm sorry, that's Brecken Melton pinch running, or being a courtesy runner, and the snow getting a lot thicker. It's probably something that you can actually see on the screen now. I can see it on the monitor here. And Dow up to bat. Sodervik out of the stretch, and Dayton fouls one off. Strike one. One out for the Bruins. Dow up to bat. The Bruins looking to get this game over with, to get out of this snow. Sodervik, your pitcher, out of the stretch, and that ball way outside, ball one. And I may have to close the window here as the snow is trying to make its way inside of the booth. Sodervik out of the stretch, and that ball again high and outside, ball two. A 2-1 count now for Dow. Brecken pulling the running duties for the catcher, Caleb Mealy. Sodervik pitching out of the stretch. That ball again high and outside. Ball three. A 3-1 count now for Dow. One out for the Bruins. And that pitch high gets the walk for Dow. Now runners on first and second. The winning run here to end it early is number 6, Blaine Riddle. And now the Apaches calling a quick timeout. And the catcher and first baseman going out to talk to Sodervik. Riddle up to bat. And the snow, like I said, continuously getting heavier and heavier. Slowly, and now a jacket brought out to Dow. Dow may be staying warm to handle the pitching duties in the next half inning.
The second baseman, number 6, Blaine Riddle.
Unsure why we have a quick timeout. I guess it was just to get Dow his jacket on. Now the game continues. Runners on first and second. One out for the Bruins. Riddle up to bat. And Sodervik with the pitch, and he hits Riddle and allows him to take his base. Loaded up bases now for number 24. That's Dylan Thomas. Thomas, this is first at bat on the varsity roster for the season. Bases loaded. Every batter's dream. They dream about this as kids. Usually, though, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And he fouls the first pitch back. Strike one. An 0-1 count for Thomas. Sodervik pitching out of the stretch. The pitch comes in. That's outside, just hitting the outside corner for strike two. And the pickoff move by the catcher just unsuccessful. Riddle slides in and he's safe. Now got a quick timeout. The fans for the Apaches wanting the out call, but did not get it. An 0-2 count now for the senior Dylan Thomas. And now we're going to score a run. Brecken Melton comes in on the passed ball. So the Bruins now up 9-1. A 1-1 count, a 1-2 count now for Thomas. 1 out for the Bruins. 2 more runs and the game's over. Well, the snowflakes getting bigger here at Bruin Field on this April day. And Thomas drives one to right field. The right fielder just not able to get there. And Dow's going to score. And he holds up Riddle on third. So 1 run scored now, 10-1 on a nice shot by the senior Thomas for the double. Hit just inside the right field line. And now Blackford needing 1 more run to get this game over and get these kids out of this snow. And up to bat, it looks like number 23, Tyler Cagle with a swing and a miss. Strike 1. An 0-1 count now for Cagle. 1 out for the Bruins. Sodervik with the pitch, and that's fouled off the end of the bat. Strike 2 for Cagle. Runners on second and third. Thomas with that great double down the right field line on second. Riddle with the being hit by the pitch now on third. Cagle up to bat. 0-2 count now, 1 out. That pitch comes in, and Cagle just misses getting hit to bring the count 1-2. 1-2 count now for Cagle. Runners on second and third, 1 out. That ball just hitting the outside corner, and Cagle goes down looking. 2 outs now for Blackford. Runners on second and third, and the freshman Drew Caldwell with that monster hit on it with his last at-bat. Now looking to do it again. Soderbeck with the pitch, and that pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Caldwell with a 1-0 count, 2 outs. Blackford up 10-1. Soderbeck with the pitch, and that ball's high. Drew check swings it, and the count now 2-0. 2-0 count for Caldwell, 2 outs for Blackford. Blackford with a 10-1 lead. That ball on the inside, and Drew has to back way out to keep from getting hit. Now to count 3-0. Sodervik struggling on the mound. Pitching out of the stretch. 2 outs. 3-0 count now for the freshman. That pitch comes in way outside, and Drew gets the walk. Now Strobel up. Strobel on his last at-bat also had a monster hit down the right field line. Bases loaded again for Strobel. The snow still coming down steady. Flakes getting bigger as we're sitting here. The pitch comes in, and it's down the middle and fouled off by Strobel. An 0-1 count now for Strobel. That pitch on the outside corner, and he's swinging a miss. An 0-2 count now for Strobel. 2 outs for the Bruins. 10-1 lead. Snow coming down. And Strobel gets a hit. Hits it to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the throw to first. And that's going to end the inning. Blackford leaving 3 runners on the base. And we're going to the top of the 7th. And we'll be back after this word from the voice of Blackford County newspaper.
The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Koffels Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people. Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asks, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic.
And we're back, and I missed that first pitch, but it was a foul ball down the right field line. So an 0-1 count. It looks like the batter's your pitcher, number 30 for the Apaches, Sodervik. And Dow now the pitcher for the Bruins. Puts one low and inside, ball one. A 1-1 count now for Sodervik. Dow the pitcher, and he flies one out to Riddle, the second baseman, for the first out of the inning. And up to bat, number 2, Clayton for the Apaches. That first pitch comes just a little high, ball one. And as you can see, probably from the glare of the window, I had to shut the window. It got so cold and the snow was coming inside the booth. And so I closed the window, and now you're going to see a glare of me. And the third pitch, again, another ball for Dow. And he walks him. 4 straight balls for number 2, Floor. And that's going to bring up number 7, Ethan Colvin, the right fielder for the Apaches. And we've got one out for the Apaches. Dow, your pitcher. And he pitches one inside and gets Colvin to swing for strike one. And his second pitch inside, ball one. The Bruins looking to get out of this inning and take it home. And Colvin fouls one off, strike two. A 1-2 count now for Colvin. One out for the Apaches. A runner on first. And it looks like on deck we're going to have number 12. I don't have his name here in front of me, but now ball 2 for Dow, advancing the runner on a passed ball. Dow really struggling this year on the mound, but still able to get the job done when it's needed. And on deck, it looks like we're going to have number 12, Caleb Gibley. And that pitch hit, and again, Cagle running immediately to first base and doesn't attempt to make the play on the grounder. So runner on first, or second, advances to third, and we've got the runner with a single. One out for the Apaches, down 10-1. Top of the 7th here at Bruin Field. And Dow with the pitch, and that one's right down the middle, and it's going out to center field, and that's over the center fielder Elam's head. Elam runs to go get it, puts it into his cutoff man Riddle, and holds that up for a double. So the Apaches score a run here early in the 7th. And runners now on 2nd and 3rd. The Apaches closing the lead down now to 8. The Bruins still up 10-2. Dow with the pitch. Just hitting the inside corner. Strike one. And Dow with the pickoff move, unsuccessful. An 0-1 count for Gibley. The pitch comes in and he tries for the bunt, and now 0-2 count. 0-2 count for Gibley, 1 out. No, this is not Gibley. This is going to be Hall. Hall, your catcher. Gibley's on 2nd. Dow with the pitch, and that one's in the dirt. Immediately keeps it in front of him as the ball rolls down the third base line. A 1-2 count now for Hall. The snow really coming down now. Not any accumulation, but just enough to make it miserable for the players. And that ball way inside and getting a piece of Hall, giving him the walk. And now up to bat, number 23. That's going to be Jared Walter, I believe is his name.
Number 23, Jasper Walter.
Jasper Walter, number 23, up to bat with bases loaded. And Dow hitting the outside corner for strike one. Bruins still lead 10-2 in the top of the 7th. Now Jasper swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2 count now for Walter, 1 out. Dow with the pitch, and that one was down the middle, and Jasper fouls it off. And Strobel tries to dive and catch that ball hit out into right field. The Apaches score 2, now 3, and that's going to be a triple. And that's going to be a triple by the batter, Walter. And the Apaches score 3, cutting the lead now down to 5. So 10-5 in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out for the Apaches, and they are on a run here. Dow with the pitch, high, ball 1. And that pitch comes in, a 1-1 count now for the batter, number 11, Ergang. And Ergang fouls that one off for a 1-2 count. 1 out for the Apaches. They have a Walter on 3rd. And he fouls another one off to stay in the game. A 1-2 count now. 1 out for Ergang. Runner on 3rd. That pitch comes in and he fouls another one back. And the umpire running out of balls here due to them being fouled off by Ergang. Getting colder here by the minute. And that pitch way outside and high for ball 2. Top of the 7th here. Blackford still in the lead, 10-5, but the Apaches definitely bring it back. And that pitch is drove out to center field, and it's going to score another run for the Apaches, and that's going to be a single for Ergang. So the Apaches slowly closing in on this lead that the Blackford Bruins have built here in the top of the 7th. Now 5 runs they've scored just in the 7th inning with Dow as your pitcher. The Bruins still leading 10-6. Dow with the pitch, fouls one back. The batter, number 21, Corey Fuller, fouling the first pitch off. Dow takes the second pitch and hits the outside corner for strike 2. An 0-2 count now for Fuller. A lefty pitcher and a lefty batter. Dow gets him swinging on a reaching outside pitch for the second out of the inning. Up to bat now, number 10, Gribben. Gribben playing left field today. Dow the lefty, Gribben the lefty. Dow with the pitch, and he hits it to third base. Caldwell not able to handle the ball, goes between his legs, but he keeps it in the infield. Now runners on first and second for the Apaches. And up to bat, we should have number 30, Sodervik. And the game getting intense here in the top of the 7th. The Bruins still holding on to that 4-run lead, 10-6. The Apaches slowly eating away at it, though. Started off with a 9-point lead, now down to a 4-point lead. Oh, and Dow with the pickoff move, and it looked to me like Cagle had put the tag down, but the outfield judge calls him safe. So the Apaches live to fight another battle here. Dow the pitcher. And he tries the pickoff move out to second base. Trying to get it closer to the umpire's eyes so that he could see a little better. Dow again out of the stretch. Delivers the pitch, and it's down the middle for a line drive to right field. And the runners stay, and again, the Apaches have loaded up the bases, and now Coach Ugan calls a timeout to go talk to his senior, Dayton Dow, and Dow's being pulled from the game, and Ross being brought back in to finish out this game. And if Ross is going to take a couple pitches here to get his arm warmed back up, and it looks like Dalton Willman coming in from the outfield. And the voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your local newspaper with local news about local people. Pick your copy up at multiple locations in Hartford City and Montpelier. Published every Tuesday with yearly subscriptions available. I know I have mine. The voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Call Danny at 765-251-4903. And Ross still warming up. Dow out in left field. The Apaches with bases loaded. Top of the 7th. And 2 outs. Apaches now only down 4 with the Bruins leading 10-6. And the Apaches coach talking with the behind-the-plate umpire, pointing towards the outfield, not sure what's going on here. But now the umpire calling in the outfield umpire to discuss whatever it is that's going on. And Ugan now getting involved, walking out towards the umpires to find out what the problem might be. And while we wait for word to come in, Foundations Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana for drywall, steel studs, and Armstrong ceiling and insulation. Founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell at 260-471-2181. Thank you to Aaron Farrell and Foundations Building Materials for making this live stream event of the Blackford Wabash game possible. And now Not sure what the call was or what the problem was, but we're back in action. And the pitch by Ross is grounded over to second base, and Riddle ends that inning and the game. So Blackford wins 10-6 over the Apaches, now in the 7th inning. And we'll be right back after this quick word from a sponsor.
Tank at Food and Fuel Marathon. Fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or how about a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two. Available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
And we're back, and the Wabash Apaches coach has to be pleased with the way that game went, considering that he had 4 of his starters out on a mission trip to Belize. Being able to come back to within 4 of the Bruins in the top of the 7th has to be a little satisfying, considering they were down 10-1 coming into the 7th inning. So with that, I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to this live stream of Blackford hosting the Wabash Apaches. There won't be any games tomorrow due probably to the accumulation that is starting with the snow. So thank you again. And I've got the schedule here. Unsure of which ones I have scheduled to live stream. So just check back with Voice Action Sports on YouTube to find out which games will be live streaming next week. And as always, go see our sponsors. Tell them thank you. If you already have a subscription or you're already using those businesses, feel free to give them a call, or when you do go in and see them, tell them thank you for sponsoring an ad on Voice Action Sports and the Blackford County live stream of Blackford Athletics. Thank you again for tuning in, and this is Steve Hurd, and I'll check you on the next live stream event.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.